For nearly a decade, professional wildlife, sports, and action photographers have asked the exact same question. Will Nikon ever build a true mirrorless successor to the legendary D500? For years, the answer was silence. Nikon focused heavily on dominant full-frame bodies like the Z8 and the flagship Z9. But the camera industry is shifting rapidly, and internal roadmaps reveal that Nikon is quietly preparing to drop a nuclear option into the crop sensor market. Welcome back to Tap Tech. Today, we are decoding the explosive, verified leaks surrounding what is easily the most anticipated APS-C camera of the decade, the upcoming Nikon Z90. This isn't just an incremental upgrade or a mid-range body designed for casual hobbyists. The industry leaks point to a highly specialized speed demon that creators are already calling the Mini Z9. If you have been on the fence about upgrading your older DSLR, or if you have been eyeing rival high-end crop sensor systems, you will want to listen to every single word of this breakdown. We have analyzed the engineering data, the supply chain whispers, and the shocking new integration of cinema technology that could completely alter how we shoot high-speed action and high-end video. The true gravity of this camera comes down to why full frame isn't always king, and how Nikon intends to capture a market segment that has been left starving for professional DX performance. To understand why the Nikon Z90 is causing such an uproar in the community, you have to look directly at the sensor architecture. For a long time, the biggest bottleneck for high-end crop sensor cameras was sensor readout speed. If you shot fast-moving birds, racing cars, or athletes with an electronic shutter, you suffered from the dreaded rolling shutter effect, where straight lines bend and fast motion looks unnaturally warped. The leaks indicate that Nikon is solving this by introducing a brand new 33-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. A stacked sensor integrates memory directly onto the silicon chip, allowing data to clear at speeds that standard backside illuminated sensors simply cannot match. This resolution is the absolute sweet spot for a crop sensor. At 33 megapixels, you get an incredible amount of fine detail, allowing wildlife photographers to crop in heavily on a distant subject without losing texturing in feathers or fur. But because it utilizes a stacked design, rolling shutter is effectively eliminated. This allows you to shoot silently with an electronic shutter, under harsh artificial light or during erratic action sequences with total visual fidelity. But a high-speed sensor is completely useless if the mechanical and electronic systems can't keep up. This is where the Z90 earns its Mini Z9 title. Internal reports state the camera will comfortably hit 15 frames per second using its refined mechanical shutter. But when you switch over to the electronic shutter, the stacked sensor unleashes its full processing potential, pushing continuous burst rates up to a blistering 30 to 120 frames per second in specialized crop modes. For sports and aviation photographers, this means you can capture the exact millisecond a ball makes contact with a bat, or the precise moment a lightning bolt strikes, with absolute precision. Nikon is also bringing down its incredibly popular pre-release capture technology to the Z90. This feature actively buffers images while you hold the shutter halfway down, saving up to a full second of shots before you even press the button completely down. If you have ever missed a bird taking flight because your human reaction time was just a fraction of a second too slow, this single feature completely eliminates that frustration. Of course, tracking a subject at those speeds requires an autofocus system with intelligence that borders on predictive science. The Nikon Z90 is confirmed to inherit the advanced X-Speed 7 processing engine, along with the identical deep learning AI autofocus algorithms found in the $8,000 flagship systems. The camera will instantly recognize, track, and hold focus on 9 distinct subject types simultaneously. Whether you are tracking the eye of a hidden falcon through dense branches, a motorcyclist leaning into a sharp turn, or a high-speed passenger train moving across the landscape, the autofocus grid locks on and refuses to let go. The deep learning engine doesn't just look for contrast. It understands the shape, orientation, and movement patterns of subjects. Even if an athlete temporarily turns their back to the camera or passes behind an obstacle, the predictive tracking knows exactly where the subject's head will reappear, ensuring your keeper rate stays incredibly close to 100%. While the photography specifications are staggering, it is the video department where Nikon is preparing to shock the entire industry. Following Nikon's monumental acquisition of Red Digital Cinema, filmmakers have been waiting to see how that Hollywood-grade color science and engineering would filter down into more accessible bodies. The Z90 appears to be the primary beneficiary of this corporate synergy. The latest leaks reveal that the Z90 will support internal 6K REDCODE RAW video recording. Let that sink in for a moment. We are talking about Hollywood-level production workflows, incredible dynamic range, and the ultimate flexibility in color grading, recorded directly to an internal card in a compact crop sensor body. For independent filmmakers, documentary crews, and high-end content creators, this turns the Z90 into the ultimate hybrid A-cam. The physical design of the camera also reflects its serious professional orientation. Unlike the entry-level crop bodies that feature stripped-down controls and single card slots, the Z90 is built like a tank. It features full weather sealing, a robust magnesium alloy chassis, a deeply ergonomic grip designed for all-day comfort, and crucially, dual card slots supporting ultra-fast CF Express Type B and standard UHS-2 SD cards. So who exactly is this camera for? And why does the APS-C format still carry so much weight in a world dominated by full-frame advertising? The answer boils down to a fundamental law of physics, the crop factor. Because an APS-C sensor is smaller than a standard 36mm full-frame sensor, it multiplies the effective focal length of any attached lens by 1.5 times. If you mount a 400mm telephoto lens to a full-frame camera, you get a 400mm field of view. But mount that exact same lens to the Nikon Z90, and it instantly transforms into a 600mm equivalent lens. You gain massive wildlife magnifying reach without adding a single ounce of weight to your gear bag, and without spending thousands of additional dollars on heavier glass. According to current production timelines and supply chain data, Nikon is aiming for an official announcement and global release of the Z90 in the mid to late stretch of this year. Pricing is heavily rumored to sit in the competitive $2,000 to $2,500 range. This places it perfectly as a premium disruptor, undercutting full-frame flagships while offering significantly higher performance metrics than rival crop systems. Nikon isn't playing safe anymore. By blending their legendary high-speed heritage with cutting-edge red cinema technology, the Z90 is shaping up to be an absolute masterpiece of hybrid engineering. It honors the legacy of the D500 while confidently stepping into the future of digital imaging. We will continue to track every single development, spec sheet leak, and official update as they break. If you want to stay completely ahead of the curve on the latest high-end gear and camera technology developments, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications for TapTech. Let us know down in the comments if the Z90 specs are enough to make you upgrade, or if you are planning to stick with full frame. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and we will see you in the very next deep dive.